Next is the offset dimensions in the 3D experience. These are length dimensions. They look identical to the offset. Length is when you select a single item. Offset is when you select two parallel lines. I'll delete these. Under Annotate, we're going to use the same feature. Dimension, we'll do length, offset, and F1 will help give you further description. Simply grab two parallel lines. Make sure you grab towards the end and you grab the line itself, and it'll create an offset dimension that's horizontal if you grab two vertical lines. So it's dimensioning apart from left to right. Dimension from the bottom to the top. Sometimes I miss. You have to hit Control Z to undo it and go back and try again. Under dimension, select the bottom line, select the top line, which can be a pain because the dimension's in the way. Select that line and move this cursor out. Now what I do is I normally have the grid on already. So when I create my dimensions, I can set it to the grid accordingly. Again, under offset, I'm going to select the endpoint and another endpoint, and you get an aligned dimension. But if you go further over to the right, it'll eventually snap to be a vertical dimension, and if you go up, it'll snap to be a horizontal dimension. This is an aligned offset dimension, which we almost never do. Okay, I would use this grid to move these dimensions to its location, but I don't really bother with that until I change the size. So I highlight the whole thing, right click, and go to Properties. Numdink this, and ANSI spec is two places. If I select OK, that's two place dimensioning. The problem is when I go four place dimension, see these zeros, they're going to get closer to the part. So let's go ahead and change this to ASME. Right click on this, go to Properties. Change the precision to four places, hit Apply and OK. And you can see that this zero is getting a little too close. It should be no less than 3/8 of an inch. So I'm just going to click on this edge, this dimension line, and kind of slide it over a little bit. It's not quite a ½ inch, but it's more than a quarter, so that would be pretty good here. This number 4 is a ½ inch off the part. I might have to drag this in a little bit closer to make it look similar to those. Then you go to View and turn off the grid. And that completes putting in offset dimensions.